And a good evening, everybody. Hey, we are in the Double Dome, and I tell you what, this place is just a rocking. Yes, Yamhill has come to town. I guess it would be Yamhill-Carlton, correct, Dan?
Yeah, that's correct. They're the Tigers.
The Tigers are in the house against the Red Devils, and I'm just going to put it this way. It is going to be one heck of a good ball game. The situation tonight is this. The Red Devils have won their league. Now, there's always a round 1 and a round 2 to get into the state playoffs. This is a playoff it's a state playoff, it's a play-in. And so what happens is that it's a single elimination. So, Red Devils win tonight. Then they're in the first round at the state playoffs, which will be next week at North Bend High School. And then it will progress from there. And, of course, we'll have some more input as far as time and date and all that fun stuff in a little bit. But I'm going to tell you something about the Tigers here. They are an exceptionally good ball club. You figure we are ranked number 9, and they're ranked number 8. They have been known to put 60, 70 points on the board without batting an eye. I was going over their stats actually earlier in the week and was extremely surprised that they put a lot of buckets on there, I'll tell you what. So there's going to be offense, defense is going to be extremely solid for the Tigers. And I do know for a fact that our Lady Red Devils, they've been working hard this week, really going over a lot of basics and just, saying, let's play our game of basketball. So we're going to see our Lady Red Devils come out. They're in very, very good health. They're also in very, very good spirits. I had the opportunity to do what I always do, and that's do a little bit of fist bumping and chatting with the ladies, and they're definitely ready for tonight's ball game without a shadow of a doubt.
Yeah, when we talk about the Tigers, they've put 1,271 points on the board so far this season. They've allowed 946 to be scored against them. And, yeah, they have the OSAA ranking at number 8. If we slide down the computer screen a little bit here and look for the Coquille Red Devils, they've scored 1,118, so there's like 100 points in between them. However, they've only allowed 544 points to be scored against them all season.
A lot less points than the Tigers.
Yes, sir.
So, and right there alone, you got to give credit. We've been talking about all year long, and that's the defense. I mean, it's one of the guys. I mean, you've been on the court. You played for Coach Marty, and you played with these ball players, and we talk about it all the time. But the defense
comes first.
It's been amazing.
Oh yeah.
And I really don't think, and I says not being biased, I've said it numerous times. I don't think there's a better defense out there in a 3A ball club.
No.
I just don't see it.
I don't see 60 or 70 points getting scored on us tonight either.
No.
Not with our defense.
This pregame report brought to you guys by our friends in the city of Coquille. Thank you so much for sponsoring the Coquille Red Devils, and of course for broadcasting live from the Coastal Coffee broadcast booth here on the campus of the Coquille Red Devils. Still time to come down and enjoy the game.
Absolutely. And speaking of Coastal Coffee, they are open and they are going strong.
Yes, they are.
At Books by the Bay.
Yes, sir.
Right there on 101. Well, I call it 101. I don't know what it's actually called, but I call it Highway 101. Right there in North Bend. So inside is open, the drive up is open, and from what I understand, they've been pretty darn busy, and that's always a good thing.
You betcha. Yes. Well, they put out a good coffee, and so the competition in the area, beware, there's a new kid in town.
Yeah. And our officials tonight, by the way, neutral officials, they have not been on this court before. In fact, I don't recall seeing them even last year.
I don't think I've ever seen these people.
I've seen the gentleman talking to Coach. I've seen him before.
So anyway, and that's part of it too. I mean, when you go into a game like this, you get somebody that has no interest, if you will, from either side of the ball. So that way, if you can't say, well, you got somebody that's been officiating here for Coquille all season, they know how they play, and it's going to be the favoritism. You're not going to find that here whatsoever tonight. So, and these officials also, when you get into this caliber of play from the playoffs all the way up, you always get the best of the best officials also, because it's important. You know, I mean, gosh, the students, athletes have worked hard to be where they're at here. And so OSAA wants to be sure that they can put the best on the court as efficient as they possibly can. I tell you what, Dan, we have got a full house tonight.
Yeah, we do. That student section's being loud tonight.
Yeah. Oh, boy, have they got a lot of support over there tonight.
Yeah, there was an early tailgate at 4:30, so everybody came in, got some free pizza, some face paint, all decked out.
No, the least you could have done was send us a text.
My bad.
Dan was trying to buy the pizza.
I was like, yeah, a little guy went by with pizza. Hey, man. That's
They only got like 3 boxes, and that many students showed up.
Holy
so,
smokes.
Yeah, it went by fast.
Yeah, they're tougher than I am. I would have never got any of that. Let's have our national anthem. Ladies and gentlemen, please join us.
Yeah, and this will be played by the band here, the Coquille High School band. That is phenomenal. I know that we've had visitors that have been here that have announced the ball games from visiting schools. And last time even around, they said, my gosh, Lee, your band is fantastic. And by all means, they definitely are. So I would ask that you would join us for our national anthem brought to you by Coquille High School Band.
Wonderful as always. Love listening to our band.
Yeah, what an outstanding job the Coquille High School Band does with our national anthem. We're about to introduce our players, get them out here on the court. And the Tiger mascot has showed up. It's great to see him out there on the court as well. So starting tonight for the Yamhill-Carlton Tigers is number 1, Charlie Vertner. She's a senior this year. Number 3 is Emma Rodriguez, also a senior this year. Number 4 is Madison Bell, also a senior this year. Madison Greger, a senior this year. And number 25, Arlette Rio, sophomore this year. That's the starting lineup for the Yamhill-Carlton Tigers.
Doubles. Jenna Willis coming up onto the court, number 5. Number 10, Taylor Keller, Jr. Cynthia Salazar. Lexi Lucatero, and of course, Holly Bijou, our starting lady, the Red Devil lineup tonight. Once again, number 5, Jenna Willis. Number 10, Taylor Keller. Number 11, Cynthia Salazar. 22, Lexi Lucatero. And 24, Holly Bijou.
And the Red Devils are in the tip-off circle right now in a huddle for the team. And they're breaking it up. Our tip-off tonight will be Lexi Lucatero. And I'm trying to get a number off of that.
Number 4.
It's 4.
Number 4, that's Madison Bell. Here's our tip-off, ladies and gentlemen. And the tip goes to Carlton. Tigers bring it into their front court. Almost stolen away by Coquille. And that is Vertner down into the corner. Ball coming to the low post. A bounce pass brings it out, and they lost it. Turnover.
Great defense down there in the paint. Excuse me, Dan.
Yeah, you're fine, boss.
But I tell you what, it is jamming in here tonight. I think the Tigers might, have a very slight advantage height-wise, but not by much, as they're trying to work it inside to Lucatero, and she's double-teamed. Ball got stripped.
And that ball was lost back to the Tigers. Vertner bringing it. Overhead pass over the timeline, comes across the court on the left-hand side. Top of the key extended down onto the foul line. They turn and bang it down into the corner on the right-hand side. Comes back up to the elbow. And they drive forward for a layup. No good. Rebound goes back to Coquille. They're fighting for the ball. It's a jump ball at the low post. Ball will go to the hands of the Coquille Red Devils.
Great job by Lucatero to hang on to that down there in the paint. She looks to try to get it across the half-court mark as she drives through it. Passes over to Lucatero. Down to the right side. Salazar, three-point shot is up. It's a little strong. But on the rebound, the Tampa went off of the Tigers. So Coquille will have possession of it, inbounding underneath the basket. Bijou with the inbound pass. Kellner looks at a three-pointer, got defended. Over to Salazar. Trying to work it inside, but it got stripped away again as they tried to find Lucatero.
And the ball shot back to Vertner. She's in the backcourt, double team. Ball comes back out and picked up by Varillo. Back to Vertner. And time violation. That ball will be turned over to the Red Devils. Good defense.
Yes. Gotta love that defense. Strong defense, full court pressure by the Tigers as VSU comes across the timeline. Finds Willis on that right wing. Kelder, top of the key, three-pointers up. Hits the back of the rim and it's no good, brought down by the Tigers.
And the rebound back to Vertner. She runs into trouble, double play. Timeout called on the Tiger bench.
Well, I tell you what, that was awful close because that was a travel all the way too. In fact, Coach Marty was even questioning that call. It looked like she traveled before they called the timeout. But, it's one of those bang-bang situations.
Right, yeah.
First period brought to you guys by First Community Credit Union. We hope you're going to enjoy this game.
I got to say a huge thank you to them. Of course, Credit Union themselves is the sponsor, but the insurance side of the First Community Credit Union, they also sponsor us as we travel on the road doing different things. So a huge thank you to them.
Outstanding. So the ball will be inbound in front of the Coastal Coffee broadcast booth, and a bounce pass takes it into the front court. That is a Villarreal. Ball makes it down to the baseline, and she's fouled as she falls.
Yeah, they're going to call that one.
I think that's on Lucatero. Or Willis. Willis, yeah.
And the ball is inbound to their low post. Ball comes in and is picked up from the elbow. They drive inside, put it up for two. First to score, 2-zip. Tigers on top.
Hey, it took 2 minutes just to get a point on the board. Salazar getting it down quickly. Pass to Kellner. Almost lost it. Willis picks it up after it gets back and forth. There's going to be a foul called in the paint there. It's going to be a Coquille ball.
Foul's on 21.
Yeah, that foul was against Madison Greger.
Kellner with the inbounding pass. Finds Lucatero on that left corner. Up to Willis. VSU on the top of the key.
They're double teaming him.
So give and go to Salazar, back to Lucatero. She puts it up and it's good.
2-2 as the Tigers bring it on board. There's a Villarreal out of bounds before she makes it into the front court.
Tipped out by Kellner.
And brought back in, there's Vertner. The bounce pass into the front court is picked up by Belt. And down into the corner. Back onto the wing, left-hand side, circling around to the top of the key. An overhead pass takes it to the foul line, back to the wing on the left-hand side. Hits the paint, shot, passes blocked, but picked back up by the Tigers.
Look at that shot clock winding down. 5 seconds left.
They got to do something. The shot is up for three, no good.
Well, I tell you what.
And they get a rebound and put it off too.
Willis just couldn't keep a handle on that. Yeah, the pass gets stolen.
Stolen away. Tigers with another layup, and she draws a foul.
Another shot should be going to the line shooting 2.
And that will be Charlie Vertner on the foul line for the Tigers. The score is 4-2 with the Tigers on top. 4:50 left in the first period. From the foul line, ball bounced past Stewart, and here's the shot for the Tigers. Ball is up, and no good. First shot. One more shot, a signal from the official, and a bounce pass to the foul line as a short warm-up. Here's the shot. Ball is up, and that's good. 5-2.
We're going to see a full-court press by the Tigers. Coquille breaks it, finds Salazar. She's got a lane. She puts it up.
4-4. 5.
We got an intense game going on here. Even the crowds are getting into it.
And Vertner brings it down the sideline, just about stolen away. It is by Coquille.
Now it's going to be a foul that's going to go against the Tigers.
That was on number 4.
We got 2 fouls on each side of the ball. And that was against Madison Bell. Coquille inbounding in the backcourt.
And here comes Bijou. She'll bring it across the timeline. Lucatero comes up high on that left wing. Kellner on the left. Back over to Lucatero. Going to find Salazar up on the right. Down inside to the corner. It's a 3.
That puts Coquille ahead by 2 with a score of 7.
Salazar tips it away. Bijou comes up. The shot off the back. It's no good. It's strong. And it's going to be a Coquille ball as it goes off the players of
Yamhill-Carlton.
Bijou with the inbound pass. Finds Lucatero. She puts it up, but it's strong.
And the rebound goes back to the Tigers. And that is Vertner taking it down the sideline. A pass and onto the paint. Down to the low post. The shot goes up. It's too strong. Rebound Coquille.
Good defense by Willis. Round pass to Salazar to Kellner off the board. It's Coquille up by 4.
There it is. Yamhill bringing the ball inside. There's Vertner on the right-hand side. Bounce pass brings it back out, and a pass onto the front court. Taking it all the way down for a layup is too strong.
Yep. Coquille ball. You can't come out of bounds, inbounds, and step on the line. So we got 3:17 left in the first. 9-5. Coquille up by 4. Full court press by the Tigers. Inbound pass goes to Kellner. Over to Willis coming across the timeline. Kellner on the right side. Trying to get to Bijou. There's nowhere to go. She's going to have to go the other way. There's Willis. Trying to get down inside. Holly picked it up. It goes all the way across court to Salazar at the board.
Inbound pass, and a bounce pass across court is picked up by Amerson. All the way across court, and there it is, Gregor.
Kellner knocks it out of her hand. Has possession of it. Somehow finds Lucatero with a foul in the backcourt. So that's going to put 3 fouls against the Tigers, 2 against the Red Devils. Great job by Kellner. She comes off, takes a breather. Trujillo comes on the court. Lucatero with the inbound pass. Again, full court pressure. Gets it to Salazar. He's going to try to drive through the double team. Can't do it. Gets it back over to Lucatero. Now to Bijou. They're trying to open it up. They do. Salazar. She gets pushed. No good. Willis takes it up and gets fouled in the process.
The score is 11-5. Coquille on top of 2:24 left in the first. And Willis on the foul line.
Shooting 2.
2:24 here left in the first. Willis's first shot is good.
Beautiful.
Well, the intensity with Coquille, they just continue to drive and drive and drive, never letting up whatsoever, which is going to be an all-night game for sure.
Yeah, they've built up some momentum behind them, and I think they're not going to let go of that.
Yeah, that was down for runs too.
The ball is inbound into the back court, all the way across court, and back. Trying to get that ball into the front court, and they do. That's Vertner. And she moves down, trying to get the ball to the low post. It's intercepted or picked up by Emerson.
Oh, they're going to say Lucatero fouled. I think it was Lucatero.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Layton's going to get ready to come in. Give Lucatero a breather. He's got 2 fouls on her currently.
Cross court, the ball is being inbound for the Tigers, and it's picked up by Vertner. Overhead pass onto the paint, then back down into the corner. They bring it back up to the wing, and a bounce pass breaks it back inside the arc. From the wing, the three-point shot goes up, no good, and rebound stays with the Tigers.
They're going to call VSU on a foul on a push.
Yeah, and they're looking 4 fouls on each side of the ball now with 1:57 left in the first. The score's 13-5 Coquille as the Tigers bounce past one inside. Ball makes it to the elbow, and they drive forward. She loses control of the ball, goes back to the corner, then at the top of the key. Three-pointer goes up, it's blocked. Bounce pass to the low post, shot goes up, they draw a foul.
Another foul on VSU.
It's 2 in the first on Viju.
So that puts Coquille in foul trouble with 5 fouls, and on the line is number 14, Ella Emerson, for the Tigers. Short warm up, and here's the shot. Beautiful shot, nothing but net. A signal from the official. She gets one more shot, a bounce pass to the foul line. And here's the short warm up. Here's the shot for the Tigers. No good, rebound Coquille.
Well, VSU is going to try to get it down court and does to Trujillo. Double team. Oh, got stripped away. Now it's going to be a jump ball. Good job by Trujillo to bring it back.
Yeah.
Although possession will go to the Tigers.
And right here in front of the Coastal Coffee broadcast booth is number 14, Ella Emerson, inbounding, and it's picked up by Vertner. A pass to the timeline, and a bounce pass down to the low post. Nobody home, out of bounds at the baseline. Coquille ball.
With 1:27 left here in the first, 13-6. Inbound pass to Trujillo. She needs to get it out of that corner. Finds Salazar, cross. Top of the key, finds Trujillo in the left corner. Salazar, three-point shot. It's up.
Coquille with a 10-point lead now at 16. The ball is inbound and knocked out of bounds by Salazar.
I think they're going to say, let's see. Who's ball? It's going to be a Coquille ball. Ended up going off a Tiger last
I
minute.
think it hit their foot.
Perfect.
So there's Salazar with it over to Trujillo on that left corner. Excuse me, left wing. VSU in that corner. Finds Willis. Red Devils want to work it all the way around with 55 seconds left here on the clock. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Trying to find Willis underneath to go back. Spin. She puts it up, but it's too strong off the glass.
And the rebound's picked up by Vertner. Coming back and bringing it down court is Villarreal. Vertner makes it down to the low post. The shot goes up and she draws a foul.
That's one of those, darn it.
Right. Just a half second off.
Yeah, and that's putting it to the line shooting a pair also.
Yeah. 33 seconds left in the first period. Coquille up by 10. On the foul line is Charlie Vertner for the Tigers. Here's the shot. Ball is up and good. Puts a point on the board, and checking in will be number 11, Lilith Stahl. Here's the second shot from the foul line for Yamhill-Carlton. Here's the shot. Ball is up, and it's good.
I'm sorry, go ahead, Dan.
I was just going to say Coquille up by 8 with a score of 16.
And I was going to say, they got those 8 points, but 4 of those points have come from the free throw line with 5 fouls. VSU bring it across the timeline. Willis on that right wing. Looking to go inside. Back outside to Willis. VSU at the top of the key. Willis, a 3-point shot, but it's too long.
Rebound back with the Tigers. They're taking it down the sideline on the right-hand side down into the corner. Then the ball comes back out again. That's Villarreal. And out of bounds. Pass is missed. Comes off the sideline.
Nice job by VSU defensively to knock that out. 1.8 seconds left here in the first.
Peyton Greger inbounding the ball. It's high. And that's the end of the first period, ladies and gentlemen, with the score. The Coquille Red Devils at 16 and the Yamhill-Carlton Tigers at 8.
The energy is so high I can hardly hear myself think up in here. That's nice. Like to see it.
Well, and you know, the thing of it is, by being in foul trouble there, my gosh, 4 points alone out of the 8, just because of free throw shots.
Right.
Something, obviously, that's Coquille's style is play tight defense. They're just going to go ahead and continue playing their game, and I think they'll be just fine. Their shots are going down. The defense is extremely good also.
All right, so we got both teams coming back on the court. Plus 2 seconds winding down. Second period's about to begin. We'll have Coquille inbounding across the Coastal Coffee broadcast booth. We got Layton on the line inbounding to Viju. Ball's in. Viju crossing that half-court line. Hitting Salazar on the right wing to Willis in the right corner. Looking inside, hitting Layton at the elbow to Trujillo on the left to Willis to Viju inside as she gets triple team, trying to get it to Layton.
And the ball is picked up, taken across the timeline by Villarreal. And ball pass, cross court, center court. Back to the right-hand side, overhead pass is picked up by Greger. Taking it down the low post, ball went up for a shot, no good, Coquille.
Thrown right into Salazar's hands.
And a steal. As they're moving that ball through the backcourt, a bounce pass brought it back out to Villarreal. They'll take it over the timeline with a pass down onto the wing extended right-hand side, cross court to the wing extended left. Bounce pass, cross court, and
We got a
foul is
Trujillo.
called.
I'm trying to stay out of foul trouble this period. We got some sub-ins. We got Kellner hitting the court for Trujillo and Lucatero coming in for Willis.
Tiger ball inbound, picked up by Villarreal over the timeline. Pass down into the corner, and a bounce pass back onto the paint. She spins, puts it up too strong, and out of bounds coming down. It's Coquille ball.
So we'll have Lucatero inbounding in the backcourt. While Yamhill backs off on their press. Viju by herself in the backcourt, crossing the half-court line. Getting it to Kellner on the left wing, extended to Salazar at the top of the key. Back to Kellner. Looking inside, giving it back to Salazar. To Layton at the free throw line. To Lucatero at the low post. She spins, looks to go up, and there's a jump ball.
Yeah, what kind of that?
Yeah, it was over her back, so that's an interesting call, but we'll go with it.
So the ball turned over back to, good work by Kellner.
Trying to get it inside, and Kellner slapped it out of bounds. Back to Yamhill-Carlton.
Caitlin Knapp inbounding the ball, and the ball is making its way through the backcourt, down into the front court, and slapped away by Kellner again. Good defense by Coquille. So the ball will be inbound from their low post. Tigers inbounding the ball. That's Peyton Greger. The ball is inbound and brought back out into the corner. Overhead pass.
We got a charge called on, I think it's Villarreal, on into Lucatero. So we'll have Lucatero inbounding in the backcourt. Still no press by Yamhill-Carlton. They seem to back off this period.
That full court press isn't working out for them.
No. Viju coming across that half-court line, giving it to Kellner on the left wing extended. Looking inside, hitting Viju in the left corner. All the way across the Salazar for the layup, and it's good. Nothing.
Coquille back with a 10-point lead as The Tigers try and get that ball into the front court and make it over the front court. Timeline, rather, and into the front court. Ball on the wing, extended right-hand side. Bounce pass, takes it. Three-point shot from the wing went up, no good. They get their own rebound and put 2 on the board. Coquille ball.
We got Viju flying down the backcourt, giving it to counter diagonally for the jumper, and it's no good. Fighting for the rebound. It's off Yamhill-Carlton over the Coquille ball. Underneath their basket. We got Viju trying to figure out what play Stallard wants him to do. And we got Nelson hitting the court for Salazar. Viju will inbound. Ball going into Viju's hands. Getting it to Lucatero. Looking at the three, it's not there. Giving it to Kellner on the left wing. To Viju in the corner. Viju taking the jumper. It's no good. And it hit the top of the backboard, so it'll be called Tiger ball.
Emma Rodriguez inbounding, and the ball is picked up by Vertner. She's headed for the center court line and stopped just shy of it. She's double teamed. Bounce pass takes the ball into the front court. It's loose, but picked back up by Gregor and back to Vertner. He circles down into the corner. They look at a three. It goes up, not strong enough, and the ball comes down to the rebound. The second shot goes up, and they draw a foul. That'll take to the foul line. Number 4, Madison Belt. 4:57 left in the second.
That foul is on Layton, her first foul of the game. We got 2 fouls on the Coquille side and 1 on the Tigers side.
Here's the shot for Yamhill-Carlton. From the foul line, the ball is up and good.
We got Willis hitting the court for Layton.
Official signals one more shot. Bounce pass to a short warm-up, and here's the shot for the Tigers. Ball's up, no end in play. They get their own rebound. Ball makes it into the corner. That couldn't be caught. Out of bounds. Be a Coquille ball.
So we got Lucatero inbounding to Viju. Viju in the backcourt. Cross on the half-court line down the middle. Talking to the post, giving it diagonally to Connor on the right corner. Taking the three, it's no good. It's a little strong.
And the rebound goes back to the Tigers. Bringing it down is Gregor. Over the timeline, about lost it. Coquille trying to get a hold of that ball. Ball down to the low post, a circle. The bounce pass takes it back out and brings it to the wing. The wing on the right-hand side with an overhead pass. Bounce pass down below is picked up by Coquille.
Nelson with that steal, giving it to Tellner to Viju. Viju's coming down the lane and she gets fouled on the left side. Got a push on the Tigers side.
That'll go against Peyton Gregor. 2 fouls on each side of the ball and a timeout called.
30 for the Tigers. Holy cow, the intensity.
Yeah, great stuff.
Yeah.
Welcome to state.
Right?
On this side of things.
Right. Yeah, it's different being on the court. I remember a couple playoff games we played. And
It gets pretty crazy.
A lot of pressure, huh?
oh yeah. Yeah, you touch the ball and my hands are already clammy from the nerves.
Well, and the thing of it is that Coquille has just got to stay on top of it.
Yeah.
Because, they're up by 7. They've had a 10-point lead. It's the most they've had. So it's sitting right there, but they've got to be able to make those shots down in the paint, too.
For sure. So we got counter inbounding on the left side, on their side of the court, giving it to Viju as she's double teamed. Trying to give it back, giving it to Willis, to Nelson on the right side. She tries to save it, and it's picked up by the Tigers.
Tigers bringing it down court. That's Gregor over the timeline. A pass out onto the left-hand side. Bounce pass onto the paint. They spin, put it up for 2, no good. And it will remain a Tiger ball.
We got Salazar coming on the court for Nelson.
Tigers inbounding from the low post with a bounce pass out of. They lost it. Kellner picked it up for Coquille. She went for the pass. They slapped it out of her hands. It'll stay in possession of the Red Devils.
We got a sub in for the Tigers.
Madison Gregor
Lucatero inbounding in front of the student section. Giving it to Viju. Still no press. Picking her up at the half-court line, though. Viju coming across, shifting to the right, giving it to Salazar on the right wing extended, to Willis in the right corner. Looking inside, it's been slapped out of her hands, and it's stolen.
And picked up. There is Wertner with the ball for the Tigers, bringing it over the timeline. Runs in out of bounds.
Into Viju, so it'll be the Tigers' ball.
2 fouls on each side of the ball. 3:29 left in the half. Ball is being inbound for the Tigers and makes it into center court. That's Wertner with an overhead pass. It's picked up. Back to Wertner. She looks at a three-pointer. It goes up and no good. Coquille. Jump ball down below. That'll be a Coquille ball. Good work by Lucatero.
So we got Lucatero inbounding to Viju. Viju calling out the play as she gets picked up at half court. Giving it to Salazar on the right wing. Setting a screen inside for Lucatero. Giving it to Willis in the right corner. Lucatero spinning. Giving it to Salazar. To Viju on the right wing. Shifting to the top of the key. Giving it to Kellner on the left wing extended. To Willis in the left corner. To Kellner. Fighting for it. She gets a hold of it.
Shot clock at 5.
Holly coming in for the jumper, and it's good. Floater. And they pass it right to Salazar, but she can't get her hands on it, so it'll be Tigers' ball. On the left side of the backcourt for them.
Inbounding will be Emma Rodriguez for the Tigers. 2:34 left in the half. 20-11. Coquille. Ball is inbound. Picked up at the center court line. Makes it all the way to the low post. Shot goes up for 2.
Viju getting the ball down the court. Coming to the top of the key. Looking at Kellner. Giving it to Willis as she comes out on the elbow extended to Kellner in the left corner. Trying to get it back to Viju for a handoff on the left side. Viju goes all the way in for the floater, and it's good. Off the bank.
Ball is inbound. 2 minutes left in the half. Tigers taking it down the sideline. Overhead pass is picked up by Coquille. Salazar is taking it all the way home. Got one up, no good.
Kellner at the rebound now, and the shot's good.
24-13. Coquille with an 11-point lead as the clock winds down for the second period. Tigers in possession of the ball. Pass makes it down onto the corner, left-hand side. Back up to the top of the key to circle around. Pass it on to the paint. 2-point shot goes up, no good. Rebound goes back to the Tigers. Ball goes up, no good. And ball goes up for another shot. She draws a foul. I think that foul will go against Lucatero.
Yep.
That's her second foul, third foul of the game.
For the second period, that's
And
no bueno.
no, it isn't. On the foul line, Madison Belt for the Tigers. And here's the shot for Yamhill-Carlton. Beautiful shot.
We got Leighton hitting the court for Lucatero.
And checking in is Arlette Villarreal for the Tigers. Here's the second shot. Madison Bell for the Tigers at the foul line. And the ball is up. And no good. Rebound Coquille.
We got Viju with that rebound. Looking at the long pass, it's not there. Having the pressure put on at the top of the key. Willis with the screen. Looking to give it back to Willis, but she's not open. Giving it to Leighton at the top of the key. Back to Viju. Viju with the left elbow extended. Shading towards the middle. On the play, hitting Salazar on the right wing extended. Giving it back to Viju in the right corner. Taking the three. It's no good.
Rebound back to the Tigers. And that is Villarreal taking it down the sideline. Overhead pass back to Wertner. Shot goes up, three-pointer from the wing, not strong enough. Out of bounds at the baseline. It'll be a Coquille ball. With 45 seconds left in the half, the score 24-14. Coquille up by 10 as they inbound the ball.
Willis with that inbound. Giving it to Viju. Still no pressure. Not until half court. Coming down. Looking at Leighton inside. Not giving it to her. Instead to Salazar on the right wing. To Willis in the right corner. Back to Salazar. To Kellner at the top of the key extended. To Salazar. To Viju in the paint to Willis, to Salazar, back to Willis in the corner, taking the three. It's no good. Counter with the rebound in the left corner. Giving it to Viju. She drives in, jumps up for the jumper. It's no good, but she gets fouled. She'll be going to the line shooting two.
And that puts 3 fouls on each side of the ball. Ollie Viju for the Coquille Red Devils on the foul line.
Viju's first shot up, and it's good, nothing but net.
Beautiful.
Getting some high fives from her teammates as the ref signals for the last shot.
Checking in for the Tigers is Lila Stahl.
Viju with her second shot's up, and it's around the rim and no good. And somebody moved on the line. So we're having some communication between the team captain and the officials. I believe somebody moved over the foul line. I don't know if it was the Tigers, so Viju will get another shot. Viju setting up this shot. Goes up, and it's good. Nothing but net. Can't make no mistakes here.
No, ma'am.
Counter stealing the ball as the Tigers try to inbound it. Throwing it to Viju. It's a little strong, but she recovers. Looking inside, giving it back to Counter on the left wing extended. To Viju in the left corner. She's double teamed on the baseline and fouled. Putting the Tigers at 4 fouls for the period with 4.5 seconds left in the half.
And that foul goes against Villarreal on the Tigers side of the ball.
Viju inbounding, hitting it to Willis, to Counter at the left. To Viju taking the long shot. It's no good. And that is the half.
That's the end of the half, ladies and gentlemen, with the score, the Coquille Red Devils at 26 and the Yamhill-Carlton Tigers at 14.
And for your halftime report brought to you by Let's Rock Tire, I tell you what, when you look at the first, we had, well, let's say, I believe we had 3 3-point shots that went down. So that helped us as we had 16 and Tigers had 8. And this second period, I tell you, it wasn't for the last, 2 minutes that Coquille actually had some points on the board.
Yeah.
They did put an extra 10 on, and they went ahead and kept 6 points for the Tigers, and that's all they were able to put on the board. But still, the Tigers were holding them really solid and was not allowing Coquille to do much at all when it came to scoring. As we did see here in the second period, the defense backed off, so it wasn't a full court pressure. But they did, as you were mentioning, pick them up at the half-court mark and then played very, very solid down inside. I think, as you also mentioned, that they found out in the first that if they're going to go ahead and have that backcourt pressure like that, they're just not fast enough.
Right, can't keep up with the sprint.
That's right. So you got Counter that's getting down there. You got Salazar getting down there. They're both throwing up some 3-pointers. And then, you got Viju that throws up, 3-pointer as well. And you just got to be very fast if you're going to play that pressure.
Yeah, our transition offense is really good for Coquille. I mean, and looking at the scoreboard, we got Salazar with 9 points and Viju at 9 too. So we got 2 of our leading scorers right now.
Yeah, so, as we go into halftime at a score of 26-14, Coquille has stepped it up a little bit more because, as we were talking about, the biggest lead that we've had was 10 points. Now we're looking at 12. Huge, huge difference.
Yep.
Yeah, now they've got to work to maintain that lead, and we'll be all right.
Exactly. So we're going to get Coach Brandon on the air. Going to talk a little basketball with him. Want to take a break? Who wants to take a break?
Not me. I guess not.
Well, you can. Coach, how's it going?
Good, how are you guys?
Hey, we're doing really well. I want to say congratulations to another season. I say another season because it's the first of many that you will have. That's my prediction.
Absolutely.
What a great finish the boys had, though. They came in here on senior night, had a great victory. The last game of the season, we're on the road, and another fantastic game that they put it with another victory. So, and I know that winning that last game, just seeing how the fellas were, it was like they won the whole championship.
I know, I mean, it kind of, I'm sad we had to end it at that game because I really think that we were just starting to get it together.
Right.
We were just starting to figure things out. The puzzle was starting to go together. We were starting to play some pretty good basketball.
Yeah. Yeah, we could see you guys getting the growth from the beginning to the very end for sure.
2 months too late.
Yeah, well, but, still, we've talked about it all season long, that, the program here in 2 years has gone through so many different things and changes and diversity and everything else, coaches, so forth and so on. And, the thing of it is that, the young men, they stayed with it. They continued to play. I know that they think the world of you. They've expressed that many times. But, I think it's just the togetherness, as you mentioned, is there. Granted, we're going to lose some key ball players here, from graduation. But, you look at the kids that are going to be coming back. You look at a couple of the JV kids that are already playing, swinging back and forth. I think the program's going to look really good next year.
I think so too. And I think a little consistency will get some of those kids who didn't come out this year to come back out and play.
Yeah, for sure.
So, I've already been walking up the hallways talking to some of the boys who I know play basketball, and I just, we're trying to get something back together, and that starts in the summertime.
I was going to ask, is your summer ball program up talking to them about it yet?
Oh yeah, I mean, we already got we have three tournaments lined up, so we're already looking at well over like 30 games.
Nice.
Right now, and I'm trying to get at least 50.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be good.
So,
Yeah.
So
I mean, that could even help with your growth even sooner, so then those 2 months won't be there.
yeah, and just it's my big plan to get to. I just don't want the first day of basketball season next year to be the first day that some of these kids pick up a basketball.
Right, yeah, that's important.
That's the big thing.
we're not rebuilding again. Come on.
Right,
Exactly.
yeah.
We got to start off how we left when we played Top
exactly.
Umpire, right?
Well, you figure, you got Jericho Jones, you got Jackson Corbis, Peyton Lee. These are ball players that are key players that are going to be graduating. And, excuse me, I'm not sure. I mean, are we going to have the muscle? Are we going to have the height that we've had this year to go into next year, do you think?
I don't think we'll necessarily have like a Peyton Leap kind of player that we can give the ball down low and he can kind of have his way and score 25 points a game, right?
Yeah.
But I think we're going to be a lot faster. We're going to be a lot guard heavier. It's going to be a different kind of we average probably 36 to 42 shots a game maybe, and I can see us easily reaching 60 next year.
Yeah.
Wow, outstanding. Outstanding. Well, I know it's going to be a lot of fun. It's one of those things. I know, it's like, when's it going to start? We're ready.
I know.
September is out. Start for us, but as a progressive, it's 5 months for us in Collin High School sports. It's like, about 3 months off. It's like, come on, we got to get busy again. We're missing this.
Yeah,
I know.
Sure.
I got to jump right in on Monday. I got to jump into track
I was
practice.
just going to say, I'll see you there.
Yeah. Well, we want to let you get going. I know that you're hanging out with some friends and everything, but just want to say congratulations. And, the thing of it is that, we greatly appreciate your time, taking out to talk with us and go over things and, beforehand, in games and everything else. Because I know coaches get set in game mode.
Yeah.
I know when I was coaching, I was the same exact way. And sometimes you want to talk to people, and then sometimes it's like, leave me alone, I'm concentrating.
Exactly. Yeah.
So we greatly appreciate all that you do with us and making the radio broadcast program even more special. So
I really appreciate all three of you for coming to the home games and not only cheering us on, but helping out the community in the ways that you guys do.
absolutely. Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
We appreciate
Excited to see you next year.
Of course.
tell you, all kinds of good stuff going on, and that's one of the things with Coach Brandon. It's it's just going to be another good opportunity for us next year, and I agree with them. I know, Dan, we've been talking about we're going to miss Peyton, at the bulk and the height and the way that he plays, the determination.
Yeah, he's a force to be reckoned with, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Peyton's awesome.
We're definitely gonna miss him. And, it's there's a lot of fond memories. It's like even with Jericho hitting that half-court shot for the win, or his intensity of playing as well. And
Yeah.
so it's just
I will remember that shot for the rest of
Oh yeah,
my life.
I remember where I was at.
That was awesome.
That was wild. I mean, it was crazy because that happened right before we were hitting the court for the girls' game, and that brought the intensity for our games up by so much.
Right. So
Yeah, that was really the most. I've seen them on TV, but to be on the sideline when a shot like that is made
Right.
is amazing.
it's going to be a lot of fun. And, to hear the coach talk about, an additional 20, 25 shots in a game because how everything's going to transition into a little bit of a change for next year. Very, very exciting. And we're going to get ready here for the third period. We once again say thank you so very much to the Schwab Tire Center, our sponsor here of our halftime show. And just as a reminder, with the victory tonight, we go into the first round of state playoff, which will be next Thursday.
Yeah, March the 6th.
March 6th at 1:30.
6th, 7th, and 8th, right.
So it's going to be at 1:30 for the first game, and that's going to be at North Bend High School. And I say when we win this one, that's the first game that we get to play. This is a single elimination, which brings so much more intensity on to be able to go ahead and just, say, look, this is so important. So, but yes, definitely the 6th of March at 1:30 at North Bend High School. And then from there, it will be, whether we win or lose, then we'll be playing at Marsfield, and that will be on the 7th. So if you look at it on paper, it looks like we have a good chance by us winning tonight that we would probably be playing Amity, who is ranked number 1, who is playing also tonight against Valley Catholic, who is ranked 17th. So it wouldn't surprise me whatsoever, for them to go ahead and win that.
Yeah, it'd be awesome. So go Red Devils. The third period is brought to you guys by our friends at the Sawdust Theater. We hope you're enjoying the game.
We got number 3, Rodriguez, inbounding across the Coastal Coffee broadcast booth. Looking out to the left wing extended, giving it to her to the right to Villarego. To Vertner as she comes across the right side with a screen from Villarego. Giving it out to Rodriguez for the shots up, and it's no good.
That's brought down by Lucatero. It's double teamed. It's going to lose possession. Kellner comes to help out. Tigers end up with it. And then it's going to go out of bounds. And that's going to, I don't know if it went off with Lucatero.
Yeah, it's going to be a Tiger ball.
Yeah.
So we got Vertner inbounding on their side of the court. In a stack formation, the Tigers break out. Trying to get it inside. And it's stolen.
Nice job by Lucatero. She slapped it away. Salazar grabs it. Going to be a jump ball situation, so that's possession Coquille. Now you're going to see the full court press again by the Tigers. Lucatero didn't bound past to Salazar. Finds Willis. It almost got stripped away. Bijou tried to drive inside. Hands it off to Willis. Give and go off the rim. It's good.
We got Rodriguez inbounding. Looking for somebody in the backcourt to come in. We got Grego with the ball coming down the right lane. Trying to get around Lucatero and Bijou. Getting it to the low post. And it's off of a Coquille foot. So it'll be the Tigers' ball on their side of the court under the basket. We got Vertner inbounding. Looking inside, getting a long pass to the right wing extended. That's Rodriguez. And an inside, out to the left wing. Vertner, she drives in, coming into the low post, giving it to her, and she takes the shot, and it's no good. Going up again, no good.
Great job by Lucatero. Pass by Bijou to Salazar, and it's good. I tell you, Lucatero is doing awesome.
Yeah, she is awesome out there
She's
tonight.
got to be so careful with those fouls that are on her right now. All she did was keep her hands straight up. Then we got the travel in the backcourt because of Salazar and Kellner.
Yeah, that double team is almost nearly unstoppable.
30-14 as we get started here in the third with a minute and a half played so far. Salazar, 3-point is up. Hits the rim, no good. Brought down by Lucatero. Willis, shot is up. Back to the rim, no good. Bijou grabs hold. She shoots and it's fouled. Great way to stay with it, Lady Red Devils.
Absolutely.
That foul is on number 14, Emerson. That's her second foul of the game. And that is the first foul on the board between both teams on the Tigers.
Bijou's first shot is good. And second is left foot net as well.
We got Rodriguez inbounding. Get it to Emerson in the backcourt as they're getting pressed. Back and forth between Kellner and Emerson. They get it to Viju.
Shot is blocked. It's tipped. Well, Viju went ahead and tipped it away to start with. So that shot, even though it didn't go down, caused a lot of trouble right there.
Yeah. So we got Werner coming across the lane on the left side, crossing the half-court line. Kellner swiping it out of bounds, so it will be the Tigers' ball. We got a substitution on the court. Braithwaite coming on. She'll be inbounding on the right side of the court. Giving it inside to Bell, to Vertner, onto the left block. The shot goes up and it's no good. Fighting for it. Lucatero gets her hands on it.
Nice bounce pass to Bijou.
And we got a charge on Viju as Braithwaite hit the ground.
That was not a very good call, I would say.
No
Man,
comment on my side.
that was terrible. That was terrible.
So Emerson inbounding, giving it to Braithwaite as she dribbles inside. Looking to go for the shot and she travels. So it'll be a Coquille ball in the backcourt.
Well, you know, that puts 3 fouls on Bijou.
Jeez.
Oh, boy.
Did you call the play in the backcourt?
Bringing it down the timeline. Wants to try to drive inside. Bounce pass was intended for either Salazar. Could have been Lucatero anyway, bottom line. Goes out of bounds.
So we got the Tigers inbounding on the backcourt as Coquille sets up for a press, full court press with Braithwaite with the ball. As they try to break this press, she's looking, trying to get it to Vertner, and she's not looking, and it's thrown out of bounds at the cheerleaders. So the Coquille ball on their side of the court. VJ on the play.
She'll also be doing the inbounding as the Red Devils line up. Now they break. Something a little different there as they mix it up. Salazar, three-pointer. It's up. Back for the rim. No good. Brought down by Lucatero. It's going to be another jump ball situation.
We have Braithwaite inbounding on the back court, trying to break the press. She can't get it. Oh, she gets it.
Timeout. Timeout by the Tigers.
Yes, saved by the bell.
Just got to say, that was a good play by the coach.
That was awfully close.
Yeah.
I think if there's another second, then
I was sure that whistle was the 5 seconds.
Yeah, I thought it was a time violation as well.
so coach is obviously talking with Lucatero about keeping her hands up high. Same thing with Viju.
Right.
Because they both got 3 fouls on them. They can't afford any more fouls. Score right now is 32 for Coquille, 14 for Yamhill-Carlton. On the court, you got Viju, you got Willis, Salazar, Lucatero, and Keller for the Lady Red Devils.
We have Yamhill-Carlton coming back on as they'll inbound. Braithwaite under the basket on the back court. Trying to get that clock down to 0.
In another 8 seconds, it'll be there.
Everybody hit the court.
I know. All right, Antsy.
Normally you got to say, all right, come on, it's time to get out
There
there.
we are, 5:32 left in the third.
Ball going in Braithwaite's hands. Giving it to Emerson as Pound tips it out of bounds. Still be Tiger ball.
Hey, Coquille could do this all night long.
Braithwaite with the ball. Giving it to Emerson. And she gets a hold of it. Barely.
They almost stalled him by Viju. And it gets slapped out of bounds by her.
Flute player up there is going, what am I supposed to do with this basketball?
Emerson inbounding. Giving it to Braithwaite as she tries to cross the half-court line. Cynthia Salazar picking her up. Coming down the left lane. Get it to Emerson in left corner as she comes around the top of the key.
Stolen away. She comes down the lane. Oh, and then it gets slapped out of her hands.
Salazar stealing it, and Emerson slapping it out of her hands. It'll be Coquille ball on their side of the court.
So we'll have Bijou down in the corner with the inbound pass. It's got Kellner up on the top, trying to find somebody down low, but just can't get to it. So Kellner will bring it up and around to Salazar. Bijou down in that corner to Lucatero. And she's going to finally get fouled.
Dang, yeah, I saw her hit that shot to the eye and nothing. They got her, though, after she spun and got pushed. Kind of grabbed onto, too.
I'll tell you what, that's one tough basketball player.
Yeah.
She really is.
She'll come off the court as Leighton will hit the court for her. We got Bijou inbounding.
Here's the inbound pass, Salazar. Passes to Bijou inside to Leighton. Leighton puts it up, but the shot's blocked. Almost looked like she took a little too long.
Blocked by Bell. We have Braithwaite coming down the court. Giving it inside to the elbow. Out to the left wing to Braithwaite on the left wing extended. To Vertner at the top of the key. Shifting to the right to Amerson. Inside to Bell at the elbow, on the right elbow. She comes into the left, taking a shot. It's no good. Getting her own rebound, going up again. Shot's good, and she'll go to the line shooting one.
And that foul's going to be on Kellner. That's one of those fouls where you didn't really need to, but you got to try to stay there anyway.
Yeah.
And that is her first foul.
So we got Bell going to the line, shooting one. Could be live. Her shot's up, and it's no good.
Brought down by Bijou, who's double teamed in the backcourt. Got to get some help. Willis helps out. It's going to get fouled, or they're going to call a timeout.
Timeout.
It was one or the other.
Right. That's how I felt with the other one. So, like, I'm watching over here. You saw it.
32-16. Coquille is up. And I tell you what, got to get some points here on the board. Although they've already held the Tigers to 2 points. Red Devils, they've already scored 6. Definitely need a few more on the board, especially with our ball players with, 3 fouls on them. It's going to make it tough with Lucero and Bijou.
Yeah. We have both teams in the court. It'll be Coquille ball in their backcourt.
4:26 left here in the third. Willis will inbound to Bijou. No pressure until she gets to the half-court line now as they decided to change things up halfway through the period. Salazar to give and go off the hands of the Tigers as that was meant for Bijou underneath. Bijou will be inbounding. We'll find Leighton on that right side. Salazar into Willis. Gets it into Leighton. There's going to be another jump ball. Oh, they're going to call it a foul?
I believe. Yep.
Yes, they are.
That foul's on Gregor. That's her second foul for the game.
3 fouls on the Tigers, 2 on the Red Devils. Looking for the inbound pass, can't get underneath, so they're going to put it up and around. 3-pointer by Salazar.
That was a deep and high shot.
Beautiful.
So we got Vertner flying down the court, giving it to Bell. She looks for the floater, and it's good over Willis's head.
And here comes the Red Devils quickly down court. Finds Kellner. Down inside to Leighton. Leighton tried to put it up and fouled in the process. That's going to put her to the line shooting a pair.
We have Leighton shooting 2. We got a score of 35-18. Coquille on top. Coquille with 2 fouls, and Yamhill-Carlton with 4. Leighton's first shot was no good.
Well, and the thing of it is, with 3:39 left, that's a lot of time left.
Yeah.
And with another foul possibly on Yamhill, it could definitely put them in trouble. Second shot is good for Leighton.
We got Braithwaite inbounding. Giving it back to her, to Vertner on the right lane. Back to Braithwaite as she comes down the left side, crossing the half-court line. Giving it back to Vertner at the top of the key extended. To Braithwaite. taking the deep three on the left side, and it's no good. We got Bell with that rebound, though, and it's good for the layup.
So here comes Bijou with a long pass down to Kellner. And then there's going to be a foul called against Kellner. She put her elbow out there. You can't do that.
Yeah. We got a timeout call on the Tigers side.
Yeah, so they called the charge on her simply because she did this. She pushed her with her elbow, put it way out there. Actually, there's no hiding that little elbow check.
Yeah. I think she was just kind of getting tired of it, and it was like a kind of just a reaction.
Yeah,
from up
get
in that
off
lane.
me.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Well, and you know, that's the thing. They're playing them tight.
Yeah, for sure.
Of course, they have to.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no doubt about that whatsoever.
Looks like Coquille's going over some plays with Salazar and Bijou.
Well, you know, Coquille was up by as much as 18 points. They're up by 16 now, 36-20 here in the third. 14 fouls against the Tigers, 3 for the Red Devils. But individually, we got some trouble here
Yeah, we do.
for our players. You got Bijou, with, I believe, 3 fouls.
Yeah.
As well as
Lucatero as well.
We got 3 on Lucatero and Bijou, 2 on Kellner, 1 on Leighton, and I believe that's all that we can see right now.
right.
But, I mean, Salazar's got 14 points, Bijou with 11. So we got the ball with the Tigers in their backcourt on the left side, giving it to Braithwaite for the long pass. Getting the pressure put on by Salazar as she steals the ball.
Outstanding.
Inbounded. That'll be Braithwaite coming down the left lane. Giving it back to Vertner. She comes down to the right lane. Crossing that half-court line. Win it to the corner. Looking at the three, it's not there. To Bell. Back to Braithwaite at the top of the key. Taking the three, and it's no good. We got rebound Coquille.
Kellner grabs hold of it, finds Bijou. Gets it to Salazar. But she couldn't get it down fast enough. She had Lucatero and Leighton both open. Finds Kellner. Salazar back on the right side. Kellner with a three-point shot. It's up. Off the rim, no good. Lucatero came down with it. Now there's going to be a jump ball. And it's going to be possession Coquille.
We got Trujillo hitting the court for Kellner.
38-20. 2:29 left here in the third. Bijou doing the inbound passing for the Red Devils.
And she
Oh my gosh, and it hits the backboard.
checked it at the backboard, and all of a sudden there's
That's a first.
She's got a big smile on her face, though. That's the one thing I love about Holly.
Oh, goodness.
Okay, so Vertner gets the ball off the inbound, giving it to Braithwaite down the left lane as she crosses the half-court line. Trying to throw it to her teammate, but it's too strong.
It's stolen away by Leighton to Bijou. Intended for Lucatero. Salazar picks it up. Bounce pass intended for Lucatero, but gets stolen away.
Put right into Stahl's hands, giving it to Braithwaite. She comes down the left lane, back to Vertner, at the top of the key extended. As Salazar puts the pressure on, she comes down to the right lane, giving it to the right corner with Knapp, and she gets double teamed. Bell coming in at the low post with a shot, and it's no good.
Lucatero grabs it. She's going to get double teamed again. Finds Bijou. Leighton wide open downtown. Here we go. But it's too strong. Trujillo grabs it. She puts it up and it's too strong. Goes off the hands of Salazar, I believe, out of bounds.
Yeah, that'll be the Tigers' ball. So we got Knapp inbounding in the backcourt. Tigers fighting over Coquille to get the ball. Braithwaite ends up with it, giving it to Vertner as she comes down the right side, left side. Braithwaite to the left, giving it to Knapp, to Bell at the right elbow, trying to dish it up in the corner, and she does, but Holly tips it. Nelson fighting for it, and she gets it, but throws it back to the Tigers into Braithwaite's hands. Vertner coming down to the top of the key with the ball, trying to throw it into the low post, and it's too high.
Good job by Nelson to stay with it.
Yeah, good work by Nelson.
So again, full court pressure. Bijou with it. Gets double team and leaves Lucatero wide open now to Nelson on that right wing.
Oh,
Long pass.
Intended for way off course.
We've got number 3 Rodriguez hitting the court, and 25 Villarreal We got Knapp inbounding in their backcourt. Giving it to Rodriguez, and it comes off her leg. It'll be Coquille ball.
Way to bring it back for Nelson right there on that defense.
Yeah.
Love those turnovers.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we got to capitalize on those. So we got Viju inbounding. Oh, JK. Trujillo inbounding.
Trying to work it inside. Finds Viju. Gets double teamed in the corner. Lucatero on a jump shot. Hits the rim. No good. Comes back at her.
We got Rodriguez with that rebound, giving it to Villarreal as she comes down to the middle of the court, giving it to Rodriguez as she goes down the right lane across the half-court line. Villarreal fighting in the paint, giving it to Bell, and she's fouled off the pass.
Lucatero.
Oh, no.
That'll be her 4th foul of the game in the 3rd period. Oh, that one wasn't on.
Oh,
That was on Nelson.
On Nelson.
Oh, thank goodness.
Yes. Yes.
Way to go, Nelson.
I must have totally missed that one.
We're trying to fight to get the ball.
Viju, she might try to split them. Bounce past to Trujillo, but it's off the backboard. No good.
Rodriguez with a long pass, trying to get it out to Stahl, but she throws it out of bounds. A little too far ahead of her. We got 32 seconds left in the 3rd.
Double turnover. We'll take it.
For sure.
So Lucatero at the inbound pass to Viju. Looking down court, seeing who she's got. She's got Nelson on the right, Trujillo on the left. On the elbow, she got... Oh, she's got to get away. Leighton on the top of the key. Lucatero down in that corner as they roll it around. Over to Trujillo, 3-point shot, but it's shot. And it's going to go off the hands of Lucatero, they say.
We got 5 seconds left in the 3rd. Kind of had Viju around there dribbling the ball on the extended, trying to wind that clock down.
I thought that was called a little quick, but
Yeah. So we got the ball in Knapp's hands in the backcourt. She takes a long shot, and it's no good. And that is the 3rd period.
That's the end of the 3rd period, ladies and gentlemen, with the score. The Coquille Red Devils at 38 and the Yamhill-Carlton Tigers at 20.
well, you know, there once again, you see Yamhill with 6 points on the board and 12 for Coquille. So, obviously, playing extremely well to be able to get around the Yamhill club. I think that was a good assessment. When I spoke earlier during our pregame about how I've seen Yamhill-Carlton put 40, 50, 60 points on the board
Yeah.
fairly consistently. And I believe Emmy said, yeah, well, I don't think you're going to see that tonight.
We're going to, you know, it ain't over till the fat lady sings. Coquille's going to have to work to maintain their lead right here.
You're absolutely
I
correct.
agree.
Yeah.
I think we'll see Yamhill-Carlton come in this period pretty strong, not wanting to take this loss.
Rodriguez inbounding for the Tigers at the beginning of the 4th period, and that's brought to you guys by the Myrtle Veterinarian Hospital. We hope you're enjoying the game. Long pass down to the corner and on to the paint. Comes back out to the wing. Lost the ball, picked up by Coquille.
That's Trujillo that ended up picking it up as Nelson caused the trouble. Takes it all the way down. Shots blocked. Lucatero grabs it, puts it up, fouled in the process. Put Lucatero to the line shooting 2. This Lucatero shooting a pair from the line. 4th period just starting.
First shot for the Red Devils is up. No good, back of the rim.
We got a couple substitutions. We have Kellner, Salazar, and Willis in the court for Nelson, Trujillo, and Leighton.
Official signals one more shot. Short warm-up from the foul line. Here's the shot for the Red Devils. Front of the rim, no good.
Brought down, though, by Willis. Pass out to Salazar. Now to Kellner on the top of the key. Pass is intended for Salazar. Gets slapped out of bounds into the student section.
Cheerleaders are getting good.
Yeah, the cheerleaders are quick, aren't
Yeah.
they?
I mean, having Holly fall into their arms, I think they've got it down now.
So Kellner gets the inbound pass. Viju. Lucatero puts it up, and it's good for a pair.
Scores 40-20. Coquille on top. as the Tigers inbound the ball, and that's picked up by Villarreal. Jump ball on the court.
Nice job by Kellner.
And it'll be a Coquille ball.
Got Vijuk on the play as she gets the ball handed to her by the official. And Lucatero. She goes up with it and gets fouled. She got a line shooting 2. We got a 20-point lead for Coquille with 40 points and Yamhill-Carlton at 20.
Here's the shot from the foul line for the Red Devils. Is up, and it's good. Signal from the official and a bounce pass back to the foul line. Lexi Lucatero on the line for Coquille. Shots up, and it's beautiful.
14-20.
As Yamhill inbounds the ball, it's missed. And Coach Stallard picks the ball up at the sideline.
Marty says, hey, I know how to handle that ball.
Yeah, I'll bet he does.
So Kellner's going to inbound for the Lady Red Devils and right by the front of the bench there for the Coquille. Finds Lucatero. She wants to drive inside, try it again. She gets hip checked.
And the ball is taken away. That's Villarreal. Bringing it over the timeline with a bounce pass back onto the wing, extended on the right-hand side, down into the corner, back to Villarreal. She drives towards the low post and puts the ball up too strong. Rebound by Coquille is lost and picked back up. Shot went up no good. Rebound goes back to the Red Devils.
So Viju's going to bring it all the way down court. Well, I tell you what, fortunately she didn't lose that.
Yeah, she's getting triple team.
They were all over her. But you know, you go behind the back, it is a three-pointer, but it hits back to the rim, no good. Kellner grabs it. You go behind the back on that dribbling, it's dangerous. What a great shot by
Outstanding.
And she throws it off the glass, and here comes Kellner right behind her, knocking it out of play.
As Yamhill-Carlton tries to inbound. Throwing it inside the bell.
And picked up. There's Villarreal on the right-hand side of the court. Headed for the timeline. She gets over. She's double-teamed. Overhead pass is tipped, but makes it back out to Rodriguez. Back to Rodriguez. Villarreal looks at a 3. Puts it up. No good. And saved. Villarreal. Cross court. Three-pointer goes up from the wing. No good. We're going to call a foul. Referee is going to send the ball.
That was a charge.
Yeah, into the hands of Coquille.
And Holly went ahead and hit the deck.
Yeah. Look at she got the wind knocked out of her a little bit.
Kellner's going to take a breather. Trujillo comes on.
So Leighton hit the court too.
Yeah, Leighton's going to come on as well, and that's going to be for Lucatero.
That deck is tough. 5:54 left in the fourth. It's 44-20. Coquille as they inbound the ball.
Once again, double teamed in the back. Leighton to Willis. There's going to be a foul on Trujillo.
Fighting for the ball, she jumps up and gets fouled, or she fouls as she jumps into, I don't remember who that was.
That was Stahl.
Ah.
Leila Stahl.
So we got one team foul on Coquille, 3 on Danville.
And the ball is inbound, picked up by Villarreal. Overhead pass down onto the wing. Cross court, finds the ball. Stahl misses the ball. And a jump ball down on the court.
All right.
And back.
Got away with it.
The Tigers got away with it, no jump. Taking the shot, and it's no good.
Ball comes back out, top of the key. Down onto the corner. Villarreal with a three-pointer goes up, no good. Comes back out, top of the key. There's Rodriguez. Back down to Villarreal. On the low post, she loses control of the ball. Out of bounds at the baseline.
Got scrappy there for a minute.
Not one three-pointer is hooked up for these guys all night.
No.
They've taken a lot of them, too.
Their shots are not sinking tonight.
Just a bad night.
Yeah.
Inbound ball is slapped back out of bounds.
Yeah, but
Villarreal.
it's a good night for them to have an off night.
Absolutely.
5:11 left in the ball game. Coquille with 44 points. Danville with 20. Trujillo with the ball. Finds Lucatero. Now to Bijou, breaking the full court press. Run off her foot. And it's going to be, what are they going to call it? Back and forth.
Back on Villarreal.
Back and forth on Bijou.
Young lady.
The Tigers. So we got Rodriguez inbounding because we got Viju kind of sliding with the ball, giving it an over and back call.
And the ball is inbound. There's Rodriguez. Ball inbound into the backcourt. Almost taken by Coquille. To the low post for a layup. No good. Ball's picked up by Villarreal. Her shot is blocked.
Nice job by Willis. Finds Viju on the right, all the way down to Salazar. Driving inside, puts it up, but it's short.
And out of bounds at the baseline, and that will put number 3, Emma Rodriguez, on the baseline to inbound. And we have Nelson checking in for Coquille. Rodriguez inbounding the ball. Oh, a little high, intended for Villarreal, out of bounds. That ball will be turned over.
Well, Salazar her foot got stepped on or something, and came off the court. A slight little limp there. You know, she had that bad ankle.
Yeah. I know she had it taped up. They're attending to it now.
There's the inbound pass. Comes over to Trujillo, extended left wing. Finds Nelson back to Trujillo. They're focusing a lot on Viju as they continue to move the ball around. They work that clock down as much as possible, but still be in a spot. There's a three-pointer by Nelson, but it's no good.
And the ball is rebound. Long pass down into the front court for the Tigers. Ball comes out, top of the key extended, moves down into the corner. Three-point shot goes up, no good. And rebound Coquille. 4 minutes left in the game.
And Viju's going to have a hard time getting out of there. There she goes. Finds Trujillo, comes across. Going down that left corner to Willis. Timeout by the Red Devils. Coach Marty does not like what he was seeing. He wants to try to get his ladies here together. You figure you got 3 minutes and 53 seconds here left in this ball game. The score is 44 Coquille, 20 to Yamhill-Carlton. These Lady Red Devils have got to stay on top of their game. A lot of times you go, well, there's no way they're going to lose it. Well, guess what?
Yeah, you never know. There's a lot of basketball left to be played. But that being said, Tigers have not scored this quarter.
No. Well, and you figure there's only been 6 points put on by Coquille.
Yeah, the defense has been fierce.
It's a lot like the second, where, you know, there was a lot that was scored either. Then all of a sudden they came out and put some points on the board. Once again, everybody got on the court with 17 seconds left at the timeout. So now they're just waiting for the clock to run down. Now we're getting ready to go. So Viju will inbound the pass. He's got Willis, Trujillo, Nelson, and Layton. Finds Trujillo on the left. Over to Nelson to the top. Finds Willis on the elbow. Back and forth between her and Willis.
Yeah, they better not leave Nelson alone.
No. Trujillo on extended left. And we're going to have something underneath. We have 32.
24. And that went against Kaylee Spalding on the Tigers side of the ball.
No,
3 fouls.
That went against Viju.
Yeah.
Oh, you're kidding.
That's her
That went
first foul.
against Viju. That's number 4. Nelson with the steal. Hands it off to Viju, coming down the left lane. She puts it up, but it's no good. Followed by Layton, and it is good for 2.
Ball inbound and coming down the backcourt, back and forth. They get it over the timeline, and that was Vertner. Long pass across court, picked up by Rodriguez on the wing. She circles around top of the key, then back down from the wing. The three-pointer goes up, and they sink it. And that who was Spalding on the court.
That's the first one they made.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she should have been on the court earlier.
I know, I haven't seen her tonight.
Yeah, they haven't let her on until the fourth quarter.
Nelson handling the ball. Finds Willis. Back to Trujillo on this left extended wing. at the elbow. It's Layton. She's got to be careful. She's got to be quicker. These ladies have got to turn and go, or else they continue having that jump ball all the time called on them. 6 seconds left on the clock. I tried to find inside to Willis, but the pass was high. Yeah, you know, that's one of the things. They cannot hesitate. They got to be able to grab that shot and try to turn and go.
Rodriguez inbounding the ball. It's picked up by Farnsworth. Back to Rodriguez and across court. And coming over the timeline is Spalding. Oh, she about lost the ball. Picked up by Coquille.
And Bijou ends up handling it. Gets double teamed, and there's going to be a foul. So that'll be a Coquille ball. 4 fouls on Yamhill.
Yeah, that foul was against Madison Greger on the Tiger side of the ball.
So Nelson will inbound the pass. Finds Bijou as she comes out to help. Trujillo extended left wing. And it's kicked up there.
We got Spalding inbounding to Vertner in the backcourt. Back to Spalding.
And over the timeline, Vertner on the right-hand side of the court. Pass all the way, left to right, intended for Rodriguez. And she missed the pass out of bounds on the sideline via Coquille ball.
Yeah, that actually, is it Coquille? It looked like it went off the hands of Trujillo. What are they going to call?
I saw it.
Oh, yeah, no, it's a Tiger ball. You're right, Lee. Looks like Rodriguez. No, they're going to have number 2. That's going to be Braithwaite.
It's hard to see with the student section.
Yeah.
It sure is.
Yamhill there.
And the ball is inbound and knocked out of bounds by Coquille.
That was off Johnson.
Yeah, hopefully Johnson's on the court. Nice job knocking that out of bounds. 1:43 left in the game. 48-23, Coquille in the lead.
Ball's inbound, picked up by Farnsworth. She takes a shot from the wing, no good.
Brought down by Layton. Gets stolen away.
Shot put up by the Tigers. 3rd time's the charm. They put 2 on the board. Coquille ball.
So, back and forth, ends up in the hands of Bijou. She's going to bring it down the court. Crosses the timeline. Bounce pass goes to Trujillo, left-hand side. Finds Johnson at the elbow. And gets to Nelson, who gets double-teamed. Keep that ball lower. It's going to timeout called by Coquille. Boy, they put that ball up above the head like that. It's going to get stripped away. So, 1:10 left here in the ball game. 14 fouls against Yamhill-Carlton. 2 team fouls against Coquille. Score Coquille 48, Yamhill-Carlton 25. So we won't know for sure who we're going to play next week in the first round. But we do know it'll be 1:30 on Thursday.
Right. And that'll be at North Bend, is that correct?
Yes, sir. And that's the 6th, March 6th, I believe.
So it'll be Thursday, Friday, and Saturday for the state contest.
Right. Yeah, so our first game's going to be at North Bend, and then either way, we'll be at Marshfield the next day. And we won't know until later tonight who we're going to play because, as we mentioned earlier, it could possibly be against the number 1 team, which is Amity. They're playing tonight. Their tip-off is at 6.
1:10 left in the half, and it looks like we got some of our JV squad out here. Ashlyn Allen on the court, Oakley Johnson, Kylie Vignoli, and Alicia Salazar with Trujillo kind of being their leader.
The ball gets knocked out of bounds.
Back to Coquille. Allen inbounding. Giving it to Salazar to Vignoli, and she takes the jumper. It's no good.
And out of bounds off the hands.
Of Coquille.
Yeah, so it looks like Braithwaite will be on the baseline, inbounding for the Tigers. Ball comes inside and picked up by Vertner. Bounce pass back to Braithwaite, cross court. She brings it down the left-hand side, triple teams, and
Good jump ball. Salazar putting her hands on it.
good work.
51.9 seconds left.
And a long pass inbounds. Ball is up. No good. Second time up. She drew a foul. That'll bring it to the foul line.
And I think that's going to be against Johnson.
And that's Charlie Bertner on the foul line for Yamhill-Carlton.
That one was on Brignoli. That's her first foul of the game.
Here's the shot for the Tigers. From the foul line, the ball's up and no good. All the way around the rim, just didn't go down, come back out. There's a signal from the official and a bounce pass to the foul line. Short warm up. Here's the next shot for Yamhill-Carlton. Ball's up and it's good. Puts a point on the board for the Tigers as Coquille inbounds the ball.
We got a score of 48-26. Coquille on top.
Allen brings the ball down court intended for Trujillo, gets knocked out of bounds. So Coquille will inbound with 41.7 seconds left in the ball game. Got to say congratulations to our junior varsity Lady Red Devils as well. 22-1. What a fantastic season they have.
I'd say.
So Trujillo gets double teamed down there in the corner. Ball gets knocked out of bounds. So Allen will be the inbound pass. Looking to go inside. Got to go out to Trujillo. Now to Nelson. Allen puts it up. Off the rim, no good.
Brignoli fighting for it. We got a jump ball.
And that'll put Braithwaite back on the foul line. Ball comes inside to Vertner. Back to Braithwaite on the left-hand side. Bounce drives towards the low post. Looks at the shot, and the ball comes back out to the wing. A pass back to Fainsworth is picked up by Coquille. And a whistle with 2.9 seconds left on the board.
Oh, my gosh.
Coquille will get in possession and inbound the ball. They'll run that clock down, and we'll have a beautiful Coquille victory. And that's the score of the game, ladies and gentlemen, with the score. The Coquille Red Devils at 48 and the Yamhill-Carlton Tigers at 26.
For your post-game report brought to you by the city of Coquille. First and foremost, congratulations to our Lady Red Devils as they move on to the 3A State Championship playoffs, which will be Thursday, the 6th of March at North Bend High School. Tip-off at 1:30. And I tell you, they held Yamhill to 8 points in the first, but second, third, and fourth period, all three of those periods, Yamhill was only able to put 6 points on the board for each period.
That's some amazing defense right there.
And then Coquille, of course, they put 16 on in the first, scored 10 points more in the second, 12 points more in the third, and another 10 in the fourth. So it wasn't a real high-scoring ball game. Very intense, extremely good defense all the way around. And I tell you what, again, congratulations to the Lady Red Devils moving on to the state finals. Well, the start of the finals, I should say. Now, we are not going to know who they're going to play yet because the game is not done yet tonight against the two that are currently playing, but it ain't going to matter. Either way, we will be on the 6th of March at North Bend High School, and that will be round one. And then after that, on Friday, we'll, of course, we don't know time frame, but we do know that we will be at Marshfield. So on behalf of Dan and Emmy and myself, we thank you so very, very much for being able to be with us. I know that the radio station is obviously still down. We're still working on getting everything worked out there, ordering new equipment, so forth and so on. But fortunately, we will be continuing to have our YouTube, and fortunately it was sunny, so we appreciate that.
You bet.
So we hope everybody has enjoyed the game, and we will see you all at state.